Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Bisola, I'm a pro makeup artist. In this video, we have two new products that I want to share with you. I'm going to kind of do a wear test, do I want to say? Yes, because we're getting ready for work. So this, I'm going to put it to a true wear test. So the first one is the Prada concealer, and it looks like so. I think in the next video, I'll probably wear with the Prada foundation. I love this foundation, so that's what they both look like. I'll annotate wherever I have the Prada foundation because I did a video on it, and it was a perfect match. Perfect match. So I'm hoping this performs and wears the same way that does. And then for the foundation, it is the new Hermes Plein Air. And this is a luminous matte skincare foundation. So I guess this is the luminous part and this is the matte part, whatever. But it looks like this. Let me take it. Well, it comes in the box. And this also comes in this box, if I didn't already show that in their boxes. Well, initially, actually, the foundation came in this box and then has its own component, kind of like this. And then you take it out. So it's a lot of components. I know it was sitting in something. Anyway, this is what that looks like. So, I really like this top. This is my first Hermes makeup product. I have like 7 of their fragrances. When they initially came out, it was just always for me that I saw, and I was just like, I'll pass on that. Was the nail polish and the lipsticks. I thought they were fun, and I was like, I have to go to Saks or Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom and just take my time and swatch and play because I'm a luxury girly doesn't mean I'm just going to buy any old thing. If it doesn't call to me, I'm not going to spend my money. But immediately when I saw this, I was so interested. I was so excited. I think it's just like complexion products does it for me. I need them to come out with more blush shades because I would be interested in the ones I saw in store. The lady that was helping me, she did say that they had more, but I was like, where? I don't see it. So I'm hoping, I'm dropping stuff. I'm hoping that they come out with new, fun, colorful, beautiful, like more shades of bronzer, more shade of blush and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make this a short video because I gotta go to work. The shade I got is 87 and Cacao. I think there are 2 or 3 more shades after this. So I was also pleasantly happy, or I was pleasant with that, and I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, y'all know some of these brands, these super uber luxury brands, it's not there. And that's kind of why I wanted to also make sure I'm showcasing some of these products, some of these brands. As a girl that wears luxury makeup, I want you to know the brands that do cater and also give foundation, concealer, just products in general for deep dark skin as well. Okay. The shade that I am in the Prada concealer is DW8. And let me see. The shade I'm in, can I see the shade here? Oh, I was trying to tell y'all the shade I'm in the foundation. So if we are foundation twins, you would know, but I don't see it. I think I annotated on the screen. It's somewhere. I can't find it right now. Anyway, I'm just going to go in with my trusty. I need to get a new one. Oh, no, I have a backup. But look, y'all, look what I have left. I'm scraping by. I'm going to use this to where you see no primer left in that. But this is the primer I wear when I want an all-day longevity kind of situation, which is almost every day. Almost every day that I put makeup on. This is my primer. So I want to see how that wears. Let me add a little more because I feel like I need a little more. And this is the Blurring Balm Universal from Danessa Myricks, in case you needed to know what that was, because I just showed you, I didn't say nothing. Primed and ready to go. So I'm just going to pump this on my palette. Also, I saw that this, if you want it, it comes with a brush and a palette, the gold palette. I was tempted, but I was like, you need to slow down. I was tempted. So I'm doing 2 pumps of this. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was like, ugh, should I get it? But I have like plethora of palettes. I just was like, you don't. No, you don't. So I'm just putting this on my palette. Usually, if you're not new here, or if you are new here, is that what I meant to say? If you're new here, I always put my foundation on palettes like so, and I mix it in with, I can't find it in front of me. I usually mix it in with Genifique, which is a serum, and or my Glow Recipe Hue Drops in the golden one. I just love mixing my foundation with stuff like that. So first swipe, let's see. Did I blend this properly? Please. Look at that. Guys. Oh. This is... So this is my first time actually like putting it on, because when I bought it, obviously I had to go swatch it. I ordered it online. Because when I got to the store, she had just finished. I went to Bloomingdale's. I bought this from Nordstrom, but I went to Bloomingdale's to swatch it. Because nobody else had it except Bloomingdale's. But she had just finished, putting the samples out, like the mini samples that they had. And I was like, I just need to find my shade. And I'm going to order this online. But wow. I don't put foundation under my eye because I'm going to put concealer there. I don't like having concealer and foundation under my eye. It's just too much product. But this... Guys, and I'll say this is medium, and it can be full coverage if you want it. The indicator is always my birthmark. You can see a little bit of it, but wow. Okay, I'm gonna apply it to all over my face. I want to say it feels like a serum. Also, I know I didn't mention it yet, but I'm gonna put the claims on the screen. Or maybe it'll be a voiceover, most likely on the screen. But this is this is 145 USD. Because I feel like I didn't mention the price. Because mentioning the price is important, so you know if you were to be interested in getting this. And because I have hyperpigmentation on my neck, generally my face, my chest, and the rest of my body matches, as you can. Well, this is not a good indicator. I'm not in natural light, okay? Because I was about to make my point. Oh my God, not me flashing y'all. I think it's also the shadows. But anyway, I have hyperpigmentation on my neck, so I tried to take my foundation down. This does have a scent. Me doing this to my brush made me realize it has a scent. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm one of those people. I like fragrance in products don't bother me, and I low-key kind of like them. It's very sensorial for me. So I just thought I'd mention that. So if you're one of those people like, I don't want any fragrance in and like almost every luxury brand of foundation or something that I use, they all have some kind of fragrance to them. And like I said, I don't mind if you do. I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, so this is it on. And if I scoot back a little, you guys can see my chest and my and my hand is a little lighter than the foundation we have on now. And I will say, when I go for a foundation that is one shade darker than my actual face, I don't mind it, because I know when I use concealer, it's going to all come together. And or if I use a concealer that matches my skin tone perfectly, I know this shade would be perfect for me for summertime. That's usually my justification because there's no foundation I own that it doesn't work itself out. Excuse me. I just wanted to mention that. I'm going to actually maybe try to go back and see if the shade before this, but I remember the shade before this, it was way too red. It was like, oh, like it could have been my shade, but it's not my shade if it's too red, obviously. But yeah. So now I'm going in with the concealer. Oh, wow. Okay. This is cute because even on I want to show you guys, even on the wand, they said we're branding ourselves all the way. Even on the wand. Okay. I do like the way the shape of the applicator looks. It's like a V that fits in your inner corner. I want to say I am 2 for 2 because at the time when I ordered this concealer, I ordered it online. It wasn't in any store at the time because I knew it was coming out because, I work in beauty. I be having intel. I knew when it was coming out and I could order it online, but I couldn't buy it in store. And no store had the tester because it was either I was going to buy it in store if it was available, but it wasn't. And I tried to go swatch it and it wasn't available anyway. But I tried my best to see. So I feel like, I'm not telling you guys this, I'm having to go into the concealer quite often. Don't know if that's great. This also retails for, so the concealer is only on the applicator. Like whatever stopper that they have in this component is just only giving me concealer here. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Because usually a lot of concealer, when you pull it out, there's concealer all around. I think sometimes stuff like this is perfect for people. I don't know how I'm going to like this. I've already dipped into this concealer too many times already. So, I don't know about that. All right, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. I don't know what I did with my brush, my concealer brush. It's far away from me right now. But it blends beautifully. I will say that. I think this also, hopefully it's not the Hermes that I'm smelling. This also has a scent. It's actually very similar to the foundation. So putting that on with the foundation, y'all, I want to say, first, what I'm about to say, if you feel like you put on makeup, especially with luxury brands, and you feel it icky or it's feeling too much or tacky, it's not worth it. But I always have good and high expectations for luxury brands because that's what I use. And when you're spending this amount of money, it needs to feel good on the skin. And this feels great on the skin. I don't feel like I have foundation on. Because especially right here where I have foundation and concealer, it doesn't feel like I have anything on. Like obviously I can see it, but it doesn't feel like I have anything on. And I love, because I know I'm still going to powder, I'm still going to blush, I'm still going to contour, I'm still going to do all of these things. And for it to already feel skin-like is beautiful. I just always say, because we're spending so much money, which I can afford to, but we're spending so much money on products, it needs to perform out the gate. So hopefully, right now, I don't have any problems with this. I really love the way it's feeling on my skin. Like, it just doesn't feel like anything, if I'm making sense. Okay? But the true test is always going to be, how does it wear? Does it separate throughout the day? So that's what I'm going to make sure to report back, because even my under eye right now, it doesn't, like if you have natural creases, there's no amount of product that won't crease because it's your skin. It's going to settle in there. But, you know, there's way where you could make it not crease initially. But right now, wow, that's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to speed through it, but you still get to enjoy the, you know, me adding everything on, because I like to show that in case there's any product that, you know, that makes the foundation patchy. How does powder and cream blush and cream contour and all of that sit on it? Does it accept it well? I'm going to tell you guys at the end of the application. And if there's no issues, it's not going to be, there's not going to be anything to mention. And at the end of the day, we'll see how this has performed and worn. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead with my under eye, set my face, apply all the things, and I'll be back after application. And yeah. Okay, guys, this is my makeup done. You can see my natural skin with all its textured glory. I'm having breakouts. I don't know why. I think I'm a little stressed. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. I think I'm gonna do bottom lash mascara. But while I'm doing that, I want to tell you guys, I didn't have any issue at all with powder, with blush, with cream. What was it? Nothing lifted, nothing was patchy. Everything was beautiful. We don't give, I've learned to not say something is a 10 out of 10. The way it's wearing right now is a 10 out of 10, but we will see how it performs. That's how we'll really know if something is a 10 out of 10 or not. But right now, how comfortable I am, it didn't give me any issues. Like I said, it wasn't patchy, nothing lifted off my skin. And right now, I will say my skin is not the greatest. So that being good, I'm happy with. That's the foundation. The concealer, I think is okay. I think it's okay. I'm going to try with its foundation. Like, I'll try these together and I'll see how much I like it. If I'm just not jiving with the concealer, I'm going to return it, because y'all know a couple of videos back, what did I tell you? If something is not working for you, and if you don't like a product, return it and get something you're going to love. I have so many concealers that I'm in love with that I can't wait. That applicator being the only place the concealer comes out of and nowhere else, I don't like that. And then I had to keep going back. There are some concealers, I would spread it one dip here, down my nose, and it still has to, your money's worth. For $48, I should not have to go back in here so many times just to get the coverage that I want. It's not even coverage. It was just not enough for me. Just because something is not working out for me doesn't mean it's not great for you. And just because the foundation that I'm saying that it didn't give me any problems doesn't mean it may not give you problems. But so far, so good. Like, the concealer is not bad. I'm not saying that. It's actually pretty. But I'll see. The longevity is what's going to matter, and how it performs under my skin. But this is it. And you're seeing my true skin texture because I don't use filter. I don't filter my videos because I've never done that. Some people have built-in filters in their camera and sometimes they don't know. But this is what that's looking like. I'm going to go get dressed, put my jewelry on, and we'll reconvene at the end of the day. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is not the hair I had on in the last clip. I didn't have no hair on in my last clip. But as you guys saw from my previous video to now, I cut my hair. It's freezing outside. This is my hair hat. So I have the wig on all day. Anyway, it's the end of day. Let's just check back in with the foundation. It wore beautifully. Didn't give me any problems. And I want to say a lot of people complimented my makeup today, especially my eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow palette I use is the Lightwork Volume 3 from Danessa. And I had, what color do I have? I have on these two colors right here. Wait, I lied. Oh, no. What you're seeing on camera is not even like... because this is what I have on, I think. Yes, on camera, it is showing not green. When I face it on myself, it is showing green. These are like duochrome, trichrome. Anyway, have this on, the green you see, and then I have this in the center. And then I have the Hung Vango green palette that you guys would have seen like my video on in the outer part. So all of this that you're seeing here is from the Danessa Myricks. And on that very outer edge is the Hung Vango. Anyway, I decided I like the concealer. However, I'm going to return it. I'm going to exchange it for the new Charlotte Tilbury one because I swatched that when initially first came out and I knew I was going to get it. The applicator on both of them are so similar. Just the shape of the applicator. But y'all, I can tell I'm not going to reach for this concealer because I had to dip in it so many times. I don't like that. So I know I'm not going to reach for it because every time I go to reach for it, I'm going to think, oh my God, I have to dip in this so many times to get the coverage that I want. I think this concealer is perfect. Like it wears beautifully. Like my under eye looks really great. I think this would be perfect for people that just love to spot conceal or you don't really, I think it's the perfect clean girl makeup. It's not for me. It's just, like I said, the color is really pretty, as you guys can see. Like, if I can go lighter, I probably would. If I wanted to go lighter, I could. But me having to dip in so many times, no. Other concealers, I have the juice of it. The concealer wraps around the wand. So if I do one side on this one eye, I do the other. This, once you swipe, there's nothing left on there. So you have to go back in and do this side. And then you have to go back in and do, I just don't like that. Not enough is coming out for $48. I feel like this would be perfect for people, like I said, that just put a little bit here, and then go about their day and spot conceal. I think that's perfect for it because it wears beautifully. I didn't have any problem. It didn't give me any like dryness, any patchiness or anything like that. So the concealer itself is fine. It's actually nice for people that like that type of style of makeup. It's not for me. So I will be exchanging it for something that is a little more matte, seems like a little bit more coverage. And I saw it, it's the type of concealer wand that I would like. I'm really sad about that because I really love the foundation. I love that foundation so much. And this is just not giving me, this concealer is just not giving me what I would need in terms of the applicator. So it's going back. Because remember what I told y'all, we don't keep makeup that we don't like. I'm not going to reach for my makeup and complain about it when I could do something about it. Like, don't keep stuff you don't like. So like, performance-wise, A1. The applicator shape, A1. The amount of product you get, nah. So that's my verdict on the concealer. I'm going to continue to wear the foundation, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. She's great. I was so shocked. If I wasn't getting compliments on my eyeshadow, it was like my base makeup. Someone was like, oh, I'm not used to wearing a lot of makeup. She was explaining to me that she wanted, how do you explain this? She wanted something that looks very natural, so skin tint. And she was like you. And in my head, I'm like, girl, this is a beat face. I have on the way, the amount of makeup I have on my face, but I also think because the concealer is more of a neutral color that I chose. But I got a lot of compliments today, and like I usually get compliments on my makeup, but it was just like nice and reassuring because I just tried this new foundation and people just was complimenting me all day. She's a winner. That foundation is a winner. I will say I have really oily skin and I didn't have any issues. Granted, the primer I use from Danessa Myricks, she's a beast. This is the best primer I've ever used in my entire life. Okay. And for me, it performs really well no matter how hydrating or matte a foundation is. It just performs really well. And because I always take really good care of my skin, because I wear a lot of makeup, I make sure to take it off properly and I care for my skin a lot. So that can be a factor. Not even that can be. I know it is a factor that adds to how my makeup wears. But that primer is just really beautiful. And I would say if you go to your local, because this is not a Sephora, your department store, if you're not sure about it or the price is giving you a little, one, if you're just like, this is too expensive, don't get the sample, because if you get it and you fall in love, don't say I didn't warn you, it's $145. But if this is right up your alley of what you shop for anyway, and you just want to see how it wears, because I'm a believer in when you want to try a new foundation, concealers are harder to get testers of, but foundation, get a sample, wear it for a couple of days because it's only going to last you maybe 3 days and see how you like it, and apply it in different ways that you enjoy wearing your makeup and see the performance, because what you always want to see is the performance and how it lays on your skin. And I do have, a lot of texture going on right now and pimples here and there. And I still like the way this sits on my face. I still feel very comfortable. I didn't have any issue. I don't know if you guys can see a little dryness right here earlier. Just didn't bother me at all. Overall, for my first impressions, I give the foundation a 10 out of 10. I've already told you guys how I feel about the concealer. I think I'm just going to switch it out for the new Charlotte Tilbury one, because I like the other one, the Radiant one. I'm going to maybe that would be the next newness that we test out and see how that performs. That's it. You'll see me in the next one.